The scene opens with a tense exchange as weapons are casually introduced, each character trying to assert dominance in their own way. The conversation quickly turns personal, with sharp jabs and uncomfortable truths being thrown around. There's a clear tension surrounding Homelander, how he sees himself versus how others perceive him. One thing becomes obvious: beneath the surface, there's resentment, insecurity, and a deep-rooted need for validation. Suddenly, the narrative shifts. Everyone is left stunned when it's revealed that Soldier Boy is still alive. Samir immediately begins running tests to understand how he survived such a deadly virus. After careful analysis, he discovers that traces of V1 are still present in Soldier Boy's bloodstream. This shocks Samuel, who explains that V1 hasn't existed since the 1950s. Since he believed Soldier Boy was long dead, he never considered the possibility that the virus could still be active. Meanwhile, another shocking truth emerges: Homelander doesn't carry the V1 virus at all, despite being Soldier Boy's son. Realizing the implications, the boys understand they must locate whatever remains of V1 before Homelander does. Butcher suggests taking a more aggressive approach, attacking Homelander before he gets the chance. However, there's a major obstacle: Homelander hasn't left the tower in days, deliberately isolating himself to avoid exposure to the virus. This forces Butcher to come up with a strategy: draw Homelander out while the rest of the team searches for V1. At the same time, Soldier Boy confronts Homelander, still feeling deeply betrayed. Homelander insists he had no idea about the virus, trying to defend himself, but the damage to their relationship is already done. The team eventually tracks down Mr. Edgar. When they arrive, Zoe attempts to attack them but is quickly stopped by Edgar himself. They demand information about V1, but Edgar refuses to cooperate, blaming them for Vicky's death. It's only through Mother's Milk's persuasion that Edgar reluctantly allows them inside. Inside, they encounter Maverick, the invisible boy. Huey is visibly shaken upon seeing him, since Maverick is the son of a man Huey killed. However, Maverick believes Homelander was responsible for his father's death, which slightly eases Huey's guilt. As the discussion continues, Edgar reveals the truth about V1. He explains that Dr. VA erased all records of the virus, ensuring it was buried and forgotten. As far as anyone knew, there was nothing left. Elsewhere, Zoe secretly meets Ryan and tries to convince him to help kill Butcher. Ryan refuses, unwilling to go along with her plan, and she storms off angrily. Moments later, Butcher appears and tells Ryan it's time they had an honest conversation. Back inside, Huey tries to clear his conscience by speaking with Maverick. Maverick offers to help them fight Homelander, but Huey urges him to let go of his anger instead of seeking revenge. Butcher, meanwhile, lays out the full plan to Ryan. It takes time, but Ryan eventually agrees to help, driven by his growing hatred for his father. At the same time, the Seven begin mobilizing, heading toward the boys' location to stop them. After extensive research, the team identifies a facility that might have been used to test V1. Just as they prepare to move, they notice suspicious activity on the surveillance cameras. Someone is already trying to break in. Edgar initially doubts anyone could access the facility, but after witnessing what supes are capable of, he's no longer so sure. Then he realizes something is wrong: Zoe is missing. It's revealed that she has snuck into Frenchie's bus, where she reunites with her father. He's shocked to see her alive. They attempt to escape, but Frenchie intercepts them. Kimiko intervenes, convincing him to let them go, and he reluctantly agrees. Elsewhere, Homelander orders Maeve to redirect all efforts toward recreating the V1 formula. He recruits Maverick, offering him exactly what he's been searching for: purpose and revenge. But things don't go as planned. As soon as Maverick arrives, he's captured and handed over to the Deep. In a heated moment, Maverick realizes the truth: it wasn't Homelander who killed his father, it was Huey. Worse still, the Deep had supported it. Back at the facility, the boys manage to break in, but their success is short-lived. Edgar betrays them, locking them inside. Chaos erupts. Annie is overwhelmed in a brutal fight and nearly killed, but Mother's Milk saves her just in time. Meanwhile, Huey is confronted by Maverick, who is now consumed with rage after learning the truth. Blinded by anger, Maverick refuses to listen, determined to make Huey pay, no matter the cost.